Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, you are here with the Fab with Tamara show. I am your host, Tamara Hunter, and this is the show where we explore our fabulous lives. Today's focus is we're going to be discussing the frequency of love and music. So it's time, and let's talk. Today we have a fabulous show going on, and yes, it's the month of love, and also it's Super Bowl Sunday. So we're going to kind of handle it like the open house that sometimes that is, and we're going to be introducing our panelists, and some are still showing up to the party. So as they come in, you'll see them also. However, right now, what I'd like to do is go around the, if you will, table, our fabulous table here, and ask, who is it that we have and where are you right now? And then you're going to learn about them a little bit more after that. Skip.
Yes, I'm Skip Thomas, sometimes known as Poe. I'm in the holler here, hills of Arkansas.
Awesome.
Happy to
awesome.
be here.
Jim, thank you. Glad to have you here too, Jim.
Yes, I'm Jim Hetherington, and I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Woohoo! And so we have an international show going on here. Woohoo! And then we've got two here, so exciting, Pepper and John Michael.
Hi, Pepper J. and John Michael Ferrari. We're coming to you from Pahrump, Nevada.
Okay, all right. And we have another one that's going to be joining us soon. However, like I said, we're going to have a little help from in fact, he's showing up right now. Before we go any further, let's introduce our panelist, Victor. Victor, name and where are you? And then we're going on. So glad you're with us. Your name is... Okay, Frozen. We've got Victor from, I'm going to help you out. We're from Los Angeles. Thank you for being with us. We're going to continue now, and we're going to learn a little bit more about our panelists. We're going to start with Pepper and Michael, or John Michael.
Hey guys, I'm Eric Zulli, founder CEO of Easy Way Network, creator of the Easy Way family movement. We're out and about, traveling right now, and so I wanted to make sure I made the time on our time off to do this introduction for some very good friends of mine, Pepper J and John Michael Ferrari. I worked in the past with Pepper J as a co-producer on the Easy Show. We've done many, many projects together. John has actually shot many photos for us, and we've worked together for many years. They are platinum members of the Easy Way Network. And this month, these two are epitome. They're a perfect example of teamwork. Pepper is an award-winning music producer, keynote speaker, and author. And John Michael Ferrari is an award-winning singer, songwriter, entertainer, music arranger, and author. And today, you're going to be hearing from the newest release from John Michael Ferrari, Paint You a Love Song. On behalf of our Easy Way family, Easy Way Network, and myself, I'm proud to introduce my very good friends, Pepper J and John Michael Ferrari. Enjoy the show, and a big congratulations to Tamara.
Well, thank you, Eric Zulli and the Zulli clan. We're happy to have you both here, Pepper J and John Michael. Next, we are going to be hearing about Victor, also known as Victor Orlando, but you're going to hear something else here. I love this.
Greetings, everyone. This is Crystal Richardson.
Oh, let's see. Let's go on and let's reload her show or her introduction. Next, we have Skip, and then we'll come back to Victor.
My name is Barbara J. Beckley, and I am the CEO and founder of the Diamond Factor Experience Media. I am in awe right now. It is my pleasure.
Oh, we're having problems. Technical difficulties, that happens. So let's go on. And what I'm going to do right now is, Victor, where are you exactly in Los Angeles? And so, because I kind of took your thunder away.
That's okay. I'm in Reseda, California, in the Valley of Los Angeles, California right now.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, let's see if we can introduce Jim, and then we're loading the others, and so that we can make sure that the proper introduction.
Hi there, my name's Mary Hetherington. I'm married to Jim Hetherington, who is a relationship breakthrough expert, coach, and best-selling author. I've been married to Jim for 40 years, going on 41 years, and yes, I know it's hard to believe since I'm only 29. But a few things that I just want to tell you about Jim is that he is very caring, great listener, and just wants to see people succeed in their business relationships, their marriage relationships, their family relationships, all relationships basically. So I just ask you to sit back and enjoy this show. All right, thanks.
Can I just say she's amazing? That is just so cute. So cute. Okay, now, Victor.
Greetings, 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 everyone. This is Crystal Richardson, and I am coming to you to...
Well, I don't know.
My name is Barbara J. Beckley, and I am the CEO and founder of the Diamond Factor Experience Media. I am in awe right now. It is my pleasure, honor to introduce this legend, this Emmy award-winning international producer, director that takes...
Well, okay, we'll try those later. However, you know it. Let me just give you the crux of this and then welcome everybody that's here with our studio audience because we want to acknowledge everyone. We have Victor O. That is, you guys, he is an Emmy nominated musician that has worked with us in the past. And Crystal had to say some personal things about this man because he's a man with heart. He also has been in the music industry for decades, kind of grew up in it, and has toured with some of the biggest bands throughout the world. Names that you'll recognize: the Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire, Santana, on and on and on. Some of the biggest. He's known as one of the top percussive bongo drummers, and there you go, in the world. So welcome. And then Skip, he is an Emmy Award winning. We want to get back, so I really want to hear, because there's something special at the end that Barbara shared with you. However, there is a bond between these two, because one of the songs that actually Skip wrote was an inspiration from Barbara. Barbara goes on to share how Skip is also, he's a filmmaker, but also he is a songwriter, and a songwriter that can then tell a story because he's a filmmaker with the song, with the film, with the music. And she goes on with that. So welcome to our fabulous panel. And we want to welcome those that are here with us. Helene, always wonderful. Erin, so exciting to have you with us. Caroline, and all the others that will be joining. We're grateful that you're here to share with us. What we're going to be doing, everyone, we're going to get to the fun now. This is all about music, and I've got it all loaded, so hopefully it's going to play. We're going to be playing 3 different songs, special songs, and then we're going to be discussing how music and the love and the frequency and the vibration of music can actually influence our lives. And that is the whole design of this show. So let's go on to our very first song. Here we go.
I want to paint you a love song across the sky. Sign it where the rainbow dotted with an eye. I want to give you this love song so you won't forget. I'm the one who loves you, if you haven't noticed yet. Nothing's gonna change the way I feel. It's gonna last a lifetime through. this love song. I'll sing it right on through. Everyone can hear how much I love you. I want to paint you a love song the whole world can see. Now and forever, I'm so happy you're here with me. Nothing's gonna change the way I feel. It's gonna last a lifetime through. Every page of every photograph, I'll be standing next to you. I wanna paint you a love song across the sky. Sign it where the rainbow dotted with an eye. I wanna paint you a love song so you won't forget. I'm the one who loves you. If you haven't noticed yet.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We want to start with the two of you because you have right here, everybody that's here, we have the producer and we have the song. Now, you wrote the song, correct, John Michael? And you sang it? Now, is it a co-writing situation? And you're on mute right now, so we want to take you off mute. Let's see here. There we go. And so tell us a little bit about this, and then we're going to go into the frequency of it because it's a beautiful love song, may I say. And we've got, people that are awesome and wow, love it. So let's go into, how did you create this?
Well, a friend of mine came to me one day and he was getting married and he said, "Would you sing at my wedding?" I said, "Sure. What do you want me to sing?" He says, "I want you to sing just during the ceremony." And I asked him, "Any particular song?" And he goes, "No, there's a lot of wedding songs out there." And I said, "Well, I'll think about what song." So I, that night and the next day, I kind of thought about, well, maybe I should just write him a song, for his wedding ceremony. And so I wrote this song and I played it for him a couple of days later. And he said, "No, you can't sing that song." And I go, "Why?" He says, "I want to sing it." And I said, "Fine." He says, "So you'll play guitar, teach me the song, and I'm going to sing it to my bride-to-be." And I said, "That's fine with me." And after we did that, a lot of people really liked the song. So next time when we went to Nashville, we decided to record that particular song.
Beautiful. Pepper?
Yes, it's amazing how John could turn 3 minutes into an entire story using song. And love has always been his main subject matter. Dreams of love, being in love, losing love, enjoying love, all these different aspects of it. And this young man that got married sang it to his bride, and everyone was in tears. It was beautiful.
Beautiful. I'd like to open this up to our panel right now because we've got such wonderful singer-songwriters and frequency experts. Skip, Victor, what would you like to say in regards to a love song and this love song? Skip, go ahead.
Well, I kind of wanted to jump over to Jim because he talked about, his being a pastor and also breakthrough relationships and so much of relationship, the connection that is sometimes we're disconnected from, be it our family, our friends, our nature, even our hearts. And I heard earlier on that Jim is about a lot, coaching breakthroughs. And with the song, with love, that frequency of love, be it film or be it counseling or just that moment of storytelling, as we just heard, is so critical. And so I'd love to hear about how important is love. I mean, real love, not just the word love or the superficial love, but true core issue heart love, Jim. Because with what you do, I'm real excited to hear about it because I understand you understand the frequency of love versus fear or guilt or anger. How does that hit you?
It painted a really good picture. So thank you for that that song, John Michael. I really appreciate that. But I was thinking in it, we can capture love in a photo, right? We've seen happy couples looking at each other, people looking, at family members and so on, and we can see that love, and it's in an expression. It's in a look. It's in the way we look at someone. We can just capture that love, but it has to be touched as well, doesn't it? I mean, if we learned anything through these past few years, we know that it has to be touched, it has to be felt. And that was the thing that I got the most from it. It needs to be expressed in some form or another, in terms of a touch, an arm around each other, just grabbing the hand, doing something like that. And of course, the ultimate expression, when a couple kiss, it's just that ultimate expression of love. So I really appreciated just the picture that painted. But love has to be expressed.
I think that we're frozen.
Uh-oh. Who's frozen? I see everybody. I'm hearing Jim just fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Victor, how do we make it sustainable? I mean, all of that in that moment, and it's a wedding and all, but you're about music, and music itself is a relationship of love. I've seen it in your work.
Appreciate it. Well, any song that gets you and makes you move, you've already encompassed it inside of your spirit, inside of your body. So there would have to just be a serious dead song that I don't do something to move to, but there's some movement because I'm relating to whatever, as Tamara would say, the frequencies of whatever's coming out. I'm picking them up, be them high frequencies, medium frequencies, low. I'm picking them up, and me as a percussionist, I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to rock. I'm going to move. I'm not going to be dead. So whatever the frequency of that song is, it gets into you. It lets you, makes you move. Two things I wanted to say of that song. I like the song. I saw it painting the pictures as the pictures were going by. Your song by Elton John. Oh, just a beautiful song. And if Stevie Wonder could sit here and do that and never see the singer or the pictures and go there, he is the ultimate feeler of frequencies in music. Because if you can't see what's going on, you have to have an indicator. And Stevie has mega years of indicators. So when I heard that, I had the Elton John thing in me, the rhythm in me, and the Stevie Wonder thing in me as I was listening to it, and it was all connecting to me. And I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I like what you said about Stevie Wonder. I mean, that's just so true. Like, he couldn't, physically see stuff, but he could certainly feel it. And that's another element of love, isn't it? It can certainly be felt, and people can recognize when it's fake, when it's a poster, when it's, we can all feel that. And so that's a great reminder that even without, one of those senses, we can tell if love is real or if it's not real. That's so good. That's good.
Yeah.
The one thing about music, everybody that's on air now talking, they make music, and music has to paint the picture. It has to paint it not only visually in your imagination, but through the auditory, and it has to make you feel. So it touches both visual and listening and feeling. And I'm sure, gentlemen, that when you're creating music, you feel the same, that you're communicating with that trifecta in mind.
Well, and John Michael, you wrote this. You were asked by a friend, and I'm more of a filmmaker and storyteller, but in my music, which is more around the campfire and kind of music. But I have 3 daughters, and for their wedding, I wrote them each a song or for their life, and I know exactly where that came from. It was something that I wanted to preserve in kind of a timeless moment of feeling. And John Michael, you were asked to do that. Where did it wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna write some songs and here's some words that go with it. There was a feeling, as we just heard. Where did that come from that it became so powerful that the groom decided, I want to sing that?
Well, immediately, I the line just came to me. I want to paint you a love song, and across the sky, sign it with the rainbow, dot it with an I. That whole line just came to me. I was just kind of. I walk and meditate, and I when I'm looking for lyrics for songs, and I put it to my subconscious mind. This is what I'm looking for, and I listen for an answer. And that's the answer that came to me. That whole line came to me. And so I came back in the house and I wrote it down. And then I worked on the structure. I knew exactly what the structure was going to be. And then I filled in the rest of the song with just different ideas. I wrote a few different alternative lyrics. But that's kind of my process. I asked the universe, this is what I'm looking for. What can you give me?
Hey, Caroline, did we lose Tamara? Did she get yanked off of the internet there?
Hi, guys. I'm gonna interrupt. We're having technical issues with Tamara right now, so I'm just gonna play a song until she comes back. Okay? So please hold on.
Perfect.
When I consider all those things that make me happy, I think about you. When I consider all those things that make me sad, I think about you. I think about you. I think about you. When I consider all those things, I think about you. I think about you. I think about you. When I consider all those things, I think about you. Moment in my life when I was happy. I thought I'd spend my whole life with you. You were my love and my daily inspiration, and all the things that I could dream would come true. I think about you. Consider all those things, I think about you. I think about you. I think about you. When I consider all those things, I think about you. But then one day, it all started to vanish. My feelings, they all started to fade away. I put them in a place where only I could go, never knowing if I would see them another day.
Okay.
Yay.
Wow.
I'm back. So let's hear from Victor. Victor, you are the writer and producer, and you had this song. You told me that you wrote this and you had a voice in your mind, and then you went to a friend and asked Wendy to sing it. Beautiful voice. She has a
Thank you.
beautiful voice.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
song.
I hope everyone enjoyed that and liked that.
Yes.
That was
Beautiful.
from God to my head to Wendy and to the microphone. But it was I hear voices in my head. Did I say that right? So when I write, I hear voices of what I would write a song for that person if I was writing a song according to how they sound to me. So Celine Dion and Whitney Houston and Diana Ross were the three people that I heard singing that in my head. And my pocketbook said, you can hear them, but you're not going to get them. So I went and got my friend Wendy, and I sung it to her kind of the way I heard it and said, now, you heard what I was doing. Now you go do you. And I never said another word to her of what to do.
Very nice. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Who would like to say something in regards to, okay, so now I think you guys are getting the idea of what we're doing here. So we had the first one, a love song, wedding song and everything. Now we've got a love song that has a little bit of, okay, what happened here? Life, right? Let's talk. Life happens and the frequency of life, and love can heal, and it can be ups and downs, and the song, beautiful song, and it kind of takes us through that journey of life. What would you like to say in regards to that music and love and frequency?
I'll talk. I like the song multiple reasons. I'm into music arrangements because I do music arrangements. I like the structure of it. And without a doubt, if you could have got Whitney or somebody else to sing it, it would have been a hit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next, who would like to speak next?
Yeah, I'm happy to share. I
Okay.
love the whole reflection of it. Like she's just kind of in the moment thinking about all the memories. And so there was just that, just kind of that reflection on the past. But yeah, like you say, there just broke in. There was all of a sudden that was just, we got distracted with life. And I encourage couples often because life can distract us and get us off rail from love. And I always encourage them to go back and remember the I do's. The I do's, you wanted to spend time with them. You wanted to get to know them. What was it that made you grow in love and fall into that place where you want to share life? But life can get in the way sometimes. And so I love how there was just that reflection on the moment. There just seemed to be that disconnect, but then it brought it back as you started to reflect on it again, because love is always hopeful, isn't it? Regardless of where we are, even in the moments where there's tension and there's pulling with life and struggles, it's always hopeful. And that's really what I got out of that, was just that hope for love.
And I'm going to ask a little bit more of you all. Okay, we're looking at a couple here, of course. However, this song reflects larger than a couple, right? It actually can go deeper and more universal, if you will. It can be towards people in your family. It can be out there for others. Even, I think about you. I think about that experience with you. And there can be that healing that takes place too when you do the reflective. And yeah, you may have some life thrown in there, yet that hopefulness that comes around. I love that. Who would like to bring it out bigger? Because I think there's a lot of people out there right now, especially we've got Valentine's Day coming up in 2 days, and there's some that boycott it these days. There's a whole counterculture that's going on the 14th, like, don't anything to do with it. I'm going the other, and so to let people know that, hey, love is love. And there's all sorts of different types of love. You don't have to give up on it just because maybe you had a little bit of experience that right now you're kind of like saying, So who would like to speak to that for a moment?
I'd like to say something about that song, if I could.
Absolutely.
I think it's the type of song, first of all, that you could hear over and over again and keep enjoying it. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a lasting song. It's not like oh yeah, that was cute, let's move on. And also, I thought it did very well in portraying different aspects of emotions that love brings to it, whether you're in or you're out or you're away or things you can relate to. And I think that we have those type of relationships with lots of people, not just our spouse or our lover or our boyfriend, girlfriend. I think just even in life, I think there's a lot that's relatable in that song in many situations. And I wish you really well with it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to speak to this before we go on to our next one?
Well, I'd like to just jump in and say, what I heard was, I think about you, but what the feeling I got was I connect with you, and that is that's thought, that's heart, and beyond just a romantic relationship with another person. What came to mind is all of the things that we think about in our life, be it nature. Got a pet squirrel, hangs out here every day, and I've raised him since he was a baby. In the morning, I come out with my little walnuts, and I think about him. I think about, the animals and it's a connection. And I've never really thought about the people in Turkey until now. 22,000 people have lost their lives.
Yeah.
And so as I was listening to that, I was thinking of all the feeling of connection of who do I think about, not just with my mind and heart and the words, but with my heart. And that's what that song did for me, even in difficult times, where I love that little section where it was like things were in question, like Jim said, but brought it all back to the real treasures in that connection, relationship. So that was really beautiful, Victor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And Skip, and I want to thank everybody for the comments. And I really want to go back to one here that that was shared about the frequency of it too, and that that song really opened up my heart, and in ways I hadn't felt before. My channel of alignment in my whole body expanded to a beautiful frequency. That right there, thank you, Amy, for sharing this. That right there is the power of music, right? And frequency. Very well said, and I wanted to share that and highlight that comment.
Well, I just want to really quickly say, so it wasn't just written for a woman to share her feelings, like Skip was saying. It's for everybody and for every instance. When you wake up, you have a thought. A thought is in your mind. It's not, oh, I didn't think about anything. Yes, you did. You thought about something. Something crossed your mind. So whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, you thought of something, be it a male, female object or an inanimate object. It's you think about something or someone. So that song, I was hoping that it would spread like, per se, cancer or like wildfire, to get everybody in a good way, so that not only are you thinking about whatever, but everybody's thinking about something and somebody, something. So it's just not me and the situation. Now it's spread it to, okay, there's another couple, but they may not be thinking about them. They're thinking about their children. They may not be thinking about them. They're thinking about whatever. And it just spreads. And now you're all thinking about good situations, bad situations. And as Jim says, and then it brings it all back, because it's going to be a full circle before the thing is over with. Yeah. So real quick, in 15 seconds, I was married once to my high school sweetheart. This is where that whole song began. I didn't even, I had no clue that I was a writer. I was no clue that God has frequencies of putting songs and stuff in your head. Either you act on it or you don't. Either you act on it and it becomes something. So me and my ex-wife battled over my child, and we battled throughout our high school years to adult years. Then one day we said, let's bury the hatchet and be friends again. Our daughter is old. She can make her own decisions. We went to dinner. We sit in front of each other, and she sat and wrote on the cocktail napkin, I consider all the things that made me happy. I think about you. Consider all the things that made me sad. I think about you. That was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. I took it. I consider Jay, the other singer,
John Michael.
John. The song, the melody, just like chocolate on a Milky Way. It just drenched me. I consider all the things that make me happy. I think about you, and I consider all the things that make me sad. And then I didn't know where to go. I think about you. I just went there. And then I started with the verses, and then I started putting my life into the verses. But then one day, it all vanished. When we separated and divorced, it all vanished. My feelings, they all faded away. I just took them, put them on the shelf in the top of the closet, never knowing if I would ever see them again. Until that night, she wrote the beginning lines of that song. And I'm about to cry in a minute, y'all. If you see something falling, it's a memory. But that's what made that song be what it is. And now, through my hardship experience, other people are getting a happy experience from it. So that's all I have to say. And Tamara, oh my God, I just hired you for my graphics director. That graphics on that song is it.
Thank you. My very first music video, guys.
Wow.
Thank you. That was fun. Thank you for allowing me, to giving me the trust to play with that. It was fun. I want to see if I can share the love from Crystal one more time, and then we're going to go on to Skip. Thank you so much for sharing that story, Victor. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. This is Crystal Richardson, and I am coming to you to introduce a very extremely kind and handsome man that is going to be on the show today. I am coming to you, as you can see behind me, from the United Nations in Nairobi, Kenya. I am very privileged to have the opportunity to share with you an individual who has received and been nominated for Grammys. Professional percussionist in the world. He is awesome and amazing and sweet and has a beautiful smile, has even reached out to me to check on me back several years ago when I had COVID. He was one of the main people that reached out, and so I really, really appreciate that. We worked together on a song that was We Are the Ones with Tamara. So she wanted me to come on and introduce you and to surprise you, to let you know that I'm all the way across the world and am thinking about you and appreciate each and everything that you've done for me personally. But you are one amazing brother on the percussion. So congratulations. And I hope everyone enjoys the show with none other than Victor O. Thank you.
So yes, she's traveling the world right now as a representative, and she wanted to make sure to get that out to us. I have our next panelist that I am going to play his intro, and then we're going to play the song.
My name is Barbara J. Beckley, and I am the CEO and founder of the Diamond Factor Experience Media. I am in awe right now. It is my pleasure, honor to introduce this legend, this Emmy award-winning international producer, director that takes music and images, puts them together so we can have a deeper understanding of what's going on within the world and the universe. This particular person brings life to everything that he does, and he shows love in everything that he does. It's an honor to introduce Mr. Skip Thomas, known as AKA Poe. He is going to be a part of this wonderful, incredible panel today to discuss love and music and the frequency of it. He will also be doing a wonderful rendition with Miss Juju, We Are the Ones. I want everybody just to take a pause, take a moment for this incredible man that's coming on with this incredible panel. And as I say in my heart to him, and I will always love you. Welcome, Skip Thomas.
That's hard to live up to that, Barbara. I love you so much, and gosh, I'm gonna cry. I can't live up to all of that, but that's beautiful. So thank you, Barbara, and thank you all for being here, and thanks for listening. As far as the Emmy part and the song, there's a lot of storytelling, and a lot of people say, well, how did you learn how to tell stories with video and film? And I tell people, because I'm illiterate. I don't read. I don't do words. I do pictures and telling stories. And music was a part of my love as a young person. But I wasn't accomplished musician. I like to write stories. And so I did. So anyway, when you hear what I do, I've written a lot of songs, and that's where I start because, again, for the frequency of storytelling, reaching and resonating, because that's what frequency does. It resonates with another person. Those songs that you guys beautifully did, they obviously resonated, not just with us, but with the people that you share them with. And the visuals are also frequencies, just like everything on this planet we're learning. And love is a frequency. And in this time of the world that is so upended, and in my career, I have to admit, was in the media and propaganda, a lot of commercials. If you didn't buy this car or this, outfit, you'd never get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It was fear. How do we create that to inspire people? Well, now, how do we turn that into something good? And if we move away from anger and guilt and fear, which there's plenty of that to go around, if we turn on the TV, how can we tap into love and share it? Because that's universal. And really at this point in my life, that's kind of my mission. So again, thank you, Barbara. That was beautiful.
And thank you for sharing this. And I want to also say thank you, everyone, for acknowledging the area in the world where there is an earthquake, and there has been so much loss of life, and humanity is being tested at its very core right now in that area of the world. And I think it's for all of us to step up and stand up and do something about it in any which way we can. And music and the frequency of love truly can heal. It can heal. And this show right now, if nothing else, we can help to heal. And that's what this song, We Are the Ones, was created. There's a couple different versions of it. We're going to play this one. You actually helped sing this with Julie Christopher, and then you told the story through the film. So we're going to share this, and then we're going to talk.
Together, we are stronger than sadness. Together, we are stronger than cancer. Together, we are stronger. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. Heal my hope, heart, heart, love, love, love. Heal my hope, heart, heart, love, love, love. Heal my hope, heart, heart, love, love, love. Heal my hope, heart, heart, love. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are one, we We are love, we are hope, we are the ones who change the world with our hearts. We are the ones that change the world with our hearts.
Now, and I wanted to highlight that song because you've done so many different ones, but this song was because, first of all, it was created for the Tour of Love, which shameless plug here, guys. Second season is coming soon, and Skip Thomas and myself, we are the host of this, and we're going on tour. Yes, singing, comedy, all sorts of thought leaders, all sorts of neat stuff coming here on the E360 TV. And it's all to raise the frequency of the world through love. And also, one of the reasons I wanted to highlight this song too is because it is to help with a cause, a movement, and to help people that are affected by something like disease. Many, and some of us here have been in that chapter of our lives, and to give them some kind of humor and hope, and to get them through it onto the other side. Sometimes that song may not be after being a #1 Emmy award song. It's all about the heart and helping people to move through and to the next day. And that's what that song and the whole Tour of Love is all about, right, Skip?
It is, and it's a call to action, and that's what's beautiful. I mean, you asked me, I think the night before, because you wanted to do a slow version with Juju, and said, "Will you do it with her?" I'm like, "Well, but," and I was in Arkansas, and she was, I think, in Arizona, and we just kind of did it long distance. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. But it's a call to action that we are the ones to help heal the world with our hearts, and that is love. And never I can't imagine a time where it's more needed than right now. And through music and through community and through locking our arms, it's kind of we are the world kind of moment for all of us. So thanks for sharing that. I think.
Well, and thank you. And it was referenced that Victor, and we're not going to be able to share the other version, but we had a group of people from all over the world that actually came to sing a Thanksgiving morning before a Giving Tuesday event. And then we had musicians backfill. Victor showed up to sing, and then he did backfill. And Crystal Richardson, who was the one that introduced Victor, was our senior producer and put it all together in a beautiful rendition that's a little bit faster too, to open up the whole event that we did 36-hour live. And when you can, we have 5 minutes left. And what I really want to do here, because there's so many people that are, yes, love and music and frequency, football, survival, all the different things that are going on today. And as we start to bring this around, what would you like to share with, coming from your chairs when it comes to sitting and someone saying, okay, I'm open now. Maybe for the 14th of February, maybe I will open my heart to the whole idea of love again. Maybe I am open to, to what the possibilities are. What would you like to share? Who would like to go first as we close up?
I'd be happy to share.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I tell people all the time, to the degree that we love ourselves, we can love others, right? We can't love higher than we love ourselves. And so I would say to that person that's sitting back saying, okay, I'm ready to open up again. I would say, open up again and see how love fits in your heart first. Allow it to settle in your heart, because as you increase the love in your heart, it's going to increase your ability to love outside. And once you know the value of love and the value and self-worth that you have for yourself, you're going to be able to attract more people into your life and better quality relationships. And you're going to experience love at a whole new level.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'd like to add right now something that just came to me when you were mentioning that, and the love of people showing up in a disaster situation, be a natural disaster, someone's disastrous situation, maybe getting a phone call from their doctor, whatever it may be, that is a love situation too. Us showing up and being there, and then that self-love, we can get through this no matter what it is. We can join together, and that is love personified. Thank you, everybody that's going and helping there. Who else would like to share something as we close up? Skip, Victor, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when I originally released this song for the album, I didn't catch it until the frequency said, this is a song for Valentine's Day. That's the day that pretty much 90% of everybody does that connect thing of thinking about somebody. Now give them a broader way of thinking with this song. And it went on for a couple of years. And then something's like, you know what? Let's get this past the 14th. How about the 15th? How about the 16th? Love goes on after the 14th at midnight. I was like, yeah. So it was just until 2 years ago, I said, all right, we're going to aim this song at the 14th we're going to pull back the bow with one arrow, but when it shoots out, it's going to shoot out millions of arrows to everybody. So now it's become a year-long song, and it's picking up steam. It was #1 all over Europe on different radio stations. It got to #1 because people are listening to it. That's what made me feel real good, that, wow, that many people are listening to it, that the analytics are saying, we're listening, we like. So I wrote something that they like, that they're listening to. That makes me feel good.
Wonderful. Pepper J and John Michael, I'd like for you to be able to say something as we're closing up.
Well, I want to thank you, Tamara, for doing this. I think the whole concept of love, like was just said, is not a one-day thing. It's a eternal thing. And I appreciate everyone that's on today that spends their time through music, spreading love, the feelings of love, the visualizations of love, because, you know, that's really what we can do from our own self perspective as being in the music business. So I really appreciate all of you forging in that direction.
Yes, and it's really nice to spend time with other artists. We're all connected in that way. We always search for that special place where we look for inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you. Skip, would you like to say something?
Yeah, just, you know, for all those that are watching, and, you know, to pick a lane, we are the ones. And so whatever that lane is, you may not play music, you may play music, you may read stories to kids, you may help rescue people, you may work in nature, you may cook in a restaurant, and you make food with love. It makes a difference. So find that lane, pick a lane and apply your heart into it, because that is what is changing the world. So thank you. Thank you, Tamara, and thank all of you. And thank you, Caroline, back there doing all the button pushing.
And I want to give a huge shout out to Caroline, our production coordinator. She sits in the background for situations like this. We all know that can happen, and you kept the show going. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all of you that have been watching either live and in replay. Please share this out. Share the love. And the reason I'm asking this today, this particular show, is that we literally can. We are stronger together when we share the love. And it is that frequency of love that will absolutely change our world. And we need it more today than we ever before. And yes, we're going to go out on the tour of love here soon. And we want all of you to be joining us and be ready to share that frequency. Yes, because you know what? It is all about the love, as they say, baby. Okay, with that, this show is wrapped up, and I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined us. Thank you to everyone that has commented. It has been absolutely fabulous. Bye.
Happy